All right, Rob Walden back with more of the Argonaut Weekly here at GoArgos.com. My guest at this time, head men's and women's cross-country coach John Bergen. Of course, the cross-country teams competed up in Fayetteville, Arkansas this weekend at the Chile Pepper Cross-Country Festival. Men finished 37th, women finished 46th, and I know that sounds a lot lower than where we have been talking about for your teams, but this was a huge event. Talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, well, kind of strange to say we finished 37th and 46th, and we're happy.
Yeah.
That's very, very strange. You know, our men's team just came off 3 straight meets where they were the winner,
right,
and then go to this meet, which is it's a great experience for both our men and women's teams, because the level of competition was like nothing else, nothing that we'll see.
Right.
I mean, far greater than our, even if we were to advance to our national championship, because all the elite Division I schools were there. It's just a great chance to run on a great cross-country course with a tremendous amount of elite runners. And so we were really, really focusing on our times, how well we're doing. And it was for the men's team, it was the chance for us to run a 10K. There aren't very many 10Ks scheduled during the regular season, and that's our NCAA regional is a 10K, and so now we can see where we stand. And we liked our times. Our top 5 were very, very competitive times. If they can run those times in our NCAA regional, we're going to be very competitive.
Sure.
We could be knocking on the door to qualify. And I think if they focused on their times and not their place, that they should feel confident that we're making a stretch run.
We'll talk about some of those times that you had this weekend, some of the runners that performed quite well at the Chile Pepper Festival.
Well, I think for the guys, we'll talk about the guys here real quick since we were already talking about the 10K. But Eddie Pagan ran real well, under 33 minutes, and Dominique Sykes and Chris Huff were right there, just above 33 minutes. So those 3, you take their time and plug them into our regional. They're right there on the crisp of making the all-regional team and scoring very well for us.
Right.
So they've got to believe and take that confidence from this race and take it into 5 weeks from now when we run in our regionals. And for the women, our top 5 average right around 20 minutes. 3 of them were under 20 minutes. Kelby Beck, Stacy Patton, and Carissa Terrell Fallon ran under 20. And then our 4th and 5th, which was 2 freshmen, Mackenzie Carney and Renee Porsche, were just over 20. I think 20:11 and 20:29. So as a team average, we were right there at the 20-minute mark. And if we can do that in our conference meet, for their 5K event, then we'll be very competitive. So again, we were looking at the times this weekend and a chance just to enjoy one of the best atmospheres, during the regular season for cross country. To see all the most talented athletes running in one race. So I had goosebumps, and I wasn't even running. It's just an amazing event. And I think the athletes took away from it a great experience, and they competed hard. We were happy. That was our goal. Get out there and just compete hard. There's going to be runners everywhere. You're going to be bumped, pushed, shoved, and just compete hard. And we were pleased with what happened. One
more event coming up before the GSC meet. To talk about that.
Well, we go to Berry College in Rome, Georgia this weekend, our last tune-up kind of before conference. The men will be running an 8K, which is what our conference meet is. So this last week, the Chile Pepper 10K was the one chance kind of to run the 10K before the NCAA regionals. And the women's a 5K. They did get a 6K earlier this year, because that's our NCAA regional is a 6K. But Berry's a 5K for the women, and the conference is a 5K. So one more tune-up really for both the men and the women. And and the Berry College will be very similar to our meets prior to the Chile Pepper Festival. We'll be very competitive, and we should be one of the top teams there.
So another good outing for men's and women's cross country this past weekend at the Chile Pepper Festival. And as always, you can follow Coach Bergen's squads right here at GoArgos.com.